After we finished my metal workbench, I decided to install a vise. I think every workshop should have a vise. There are several types of vises, and you need to get the one that is suited for your needs. Number 1. Bench vise, front or engineer's vise. Mounts to a workbench. Used for metal, wood, general clamping. Often includes a swivel base and anvil surface. Best for general workshop use. Number 2. Woodworking vise. Flush mounted into the side or front of a bench. Wide jaws with wood pads. Great for holding wood without marring. Ideal for precision wood joinery. Number 3. Pipe vise. Special V-shaped jaws for gripping round pipe. Can be tabletop or tripod mounted. Used by plumbers and pipe fitters. Number 4. Post or blacksmith vise. Leg vise. Heavy-duty forge vise with a leg for ground support. Absorbs hammering shock. For blacksmithing, heavy impact work. Number 5. Clamp-on vise. Small vise that clamps to a table edge. Portable, but light duty only. Good for hobby use or light repairs. Number 6. Drill press vise. Mounts to drill press tables. Holds workpieces during vertical drilling. Keeps work centered and square. Number 7. Vacuum base or suction vise. Light duty vise with suction cup base. Ideal for electronics or hobby work. Great for small-scale, precise projects. My shop is used for general-purpose light-duty work, so I chose a 5-inch bench vise. You can measure the size of the vise by the width of its jaws. The larger the vise, the more load it can handle. Now, I want to bolt that 5-inch vise on that workbench. I want to position this vise in the correct spot. There are 2 jaws on this vise. One of these is movable. This jaw will move in and out by turning this handle. Additionally, the whole vise will rotate by loosening this screw and this screw. I am planning for the surface of this fixed jaw to be out at least to the edge of this table. The reason for that is when you have long items that you want to put in the vise like this, if the fixed jaw is behind that table edge, then you're limited on how far down your object can go. But if you move the whole vise out just a little bit further, when you put things inside the vise that are too long, they can drop down below the edge of the table. My next step has to be to locate the vise exactly where I want it, and then mark the 3 screw holes for drilling. There is already a hole in the table that I think I'm going to be using. I'm only going to have to drill 2 more holes for this vise. To ensure accuracy in mounting the vise, I'm going to clamp 2 levels lightly in my vise. Then I slide it back a little bit more to get more of the vise on the table for more stability and strength. Now I've got to mark the other 2 holes, one here, at least 5/16 inch. I will punch a spot right in the middle of the marks with a center punch. Then I drill both holes through the tabletop. Once all my holes are drilled, and you'll see I've got 3 5/16 bolts that are 1 inch long, 3 nylon lock nuts, and I've got 6 flat 5/16 washers to use to bolt the vise down. I'm going to need a 1/2 inch wrench and a 1/2 inch socket wrench for this step. A 13mm wrench and a 13mm socket will also work as they're very close to a 1/2 inch. All right, now I'm going to position the vise over the holes that I've drilled. Hopefully they're going to line up. I put a washer onto the bolt and dropped it in the hole and repeated for all the bolts. Then I'm going to do my work from underneath, put the washer and the nut on the bolt and tighten them all finger tight. Once the vise is tightened down, I can see if my location is correct. If you take care of your vise, it should last through many projects. Thanks for watching. More videos to come.